Hey everybody, Matty here with Altcoin Buzz. Happy Sunday, happy Easter to those that are celebrating. We're taking a look at a couple of different topics today, including a report by eToro, which is discussing how crypto assets continue to buck the trend. A quick analysis that we'll take a look at there. Then we have some good news in the form of hash rates and metrics relating to hash rates on zcrypto.com. Hash rate increases shows why miners are loading up on Bitcoin. And although we did take a hit lately, we're creeping back up surely but slowly. And as I've always said, hash rates are really the leading indicator for health in this space because it reflects what's happening behind the scenes, really at a production and at a grassroots level. We're then discussing Oobit, which has released a Coinbase-powered, quote, Skyscanner for Bitcoin. That is courtesy of Forbes. We'll take a look at those stories, but first, let's take a look at the markets here on coinmarketcap.com. $197.6 billion total market cap, just shy of $200 billion, but we're up a little bit since yesterday. We did have that crash 2 or 3 days ago. You can see we're still under 7K. However, Bitcoin up 1%, sitting at $6,921. Other projects up similarly a percentage point or so. Bitcoin dominance 64.1%. Crypto assets continue to buck the trend here on altcoinbuzz.io, article by Arnab. eToro does a quick analysis of the market economy from a crypto asset point of view. Here are the highlights of the trends you need to watch out for right now. So as Arnab writes, economic data released last week was certainly worrying, and we're talking about numbers, jobless claim numbers specifically in the United States. Midweek figures revealing a drop in exports from big Asian economies such as Japan and South Korea hit equity markets globally, resulting in the S&P and the FTSE 100 both dropping considerably. Maybe you guys call that the FTSE 100. Either is acceptable. In the world of crypto, prices have been down, but the big thing to look forward to in Q2 for Bitcoin is, of course, the halving, and that is coming up really in just over a month. We're not long away from the Bitcoin halving and the block reward halving. And the two previous halvings, writes Arnab, saw massive upward inflections in price, and May's is likely to be no different. Following the halving, I think Bitcoin will reach the lofty heights of $20,000 by the end of 2020 or by early 2021. There are a couple of different reasons for that. First of all, the block reward in May suggests that miners with less efficient equipment will fall away, leading to a drop-off in the hash rate and the Bitcoin ecosystem becoming more efficient. Now, that initial drop-off should provide upward pressure on the price of Bitcoin, and you got to combine that, as Arnab suggests, with the likelihood of inflation resulting from quantitative easing measures around the world as governments and central banks fight the fallout caused by COVID-19. And the long-term outlook for Bitcoin actually looks pretty good when you take all those variables and consider them together. Take a look here at what the report suggests about Ethereum and about Ripple. There's also news out of France about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. We've talked about those in the past. Take a look at this interesting chart. The top crypto assets traded on eToro last week. Of course, Bitcoin at number 1, but XRP at number 2, just under 20%, and at more than twice the figures that Ethereum boasts at 8.1%. Then you have Bitcoin Cash, ADA, and XTZ. Top crypto assets traded on eToro last week. All clients globally, the numbers shift a bit. Bitcoin still number 1, but XRP and Ethereum are closer together. XRP still at number 2 with 11.1%. Ethereum at number 3 with 9%. So take a look at this article in full. Again, none of this is financial advice. It's just information and metrics. You can draw your own conclusions, but of course we'll link to this in the description below. Let's take a look at some good news now. We did just discuss how the hash rate could be affected in the upcoming weeks and months. Here on zcrypto.com, hash rate increases show why miners are loading up on Bitcoin. This article describes the very encouraging trend that the behind the scenes hash rate, and thus the difficulty for mining Bitcoin, the block reward may change that, but currently, again, that trend is that the hash rate is continuing to inch up steadily, slowly but surely. We did see a major drop off recently, but it seems like, just like anything, just like speculators and investors, there are strong and weak hands behind the scenes manning the rigs. And it seems like with the recent difficulties, some of those weak hands likely got shaken out. That's nothing against people running Bitcoin mining rigs, but it's a difficult job, and it hasn't been profitable for a while. But to see that, yes, there was a slump and now we're kind of inching back up. The numbers are improving. It's a good sign. It's a positive. It's a behind the scenes indicator of where things will be price wise, generally speaking, a few months down the road. Hence, I call it a leading indicator. You can check out this article for all the information. But here, as you can see, we're at 110 exahashes, down from a little bit more local highs in 2020, kind of in early March or so. We were at 120 or so exahashes. So we did take a hit. That Black Swan event kind of combined, and I'm talking about the Friday the 13th. 12th, 13th of March, those Black Swan market events combined with news about COVID and the pandemic and everything. Yes, we did see a steep decline that did shake things up in a negative way, but we've been creeping back up slowly but surely, as I've been saying, and that's a good sign to see. I think the persistence here is worth noting. Finally, today we are looking at this piece on Forbes.com. Oobit releases a Coinbase-powered Skyscanner for Bitcoin. So Oobit is like Skyscanner. It allows price discovery across exchanges. And at first, the buy and sell of Bitcoin will be available. Soon, however, the integration of additional cryptocurrencies and a fiat wallet is also expected. So this is pretty good news. Amran Adar and Aaron Miller founded Oobit in 2017. Here's what Adar had to say. Quote, many of our users reached out to us with difficulties going through the KYC, Know Your Customer process with several exchanges. I believe that a lot of exchanges have failed the identification process, and as a result, this led to longer approval times and lost profits. This led us to develop Oobit Pass, which acts as a unified KYC passport gateway to exchanges. Through Oobit Pass, crypto traders only have to do KYC once to access any exchange that's associated with us. This means that crypto traders can access multiple exchanges instantly and own their KYC data using Oobit's unique technology. There are a couple of cool features here, a few actually. First of which is Oobit Hunter. That's an AI-based algorithm that allows price discovery and fast purchase across multiple fiat to crypto platforms, and it's based on user trends and needs and includes P2P transactions. Then you have Oobit Pass, which is a unified KYC passport. It enables users to pre-verify once and be able to access trading on multiple exchanges. That's instead of having to verify on every platform separately. And Oobit Pass uses advanced face and optical character recognition, and all data is secured with military-grade local encryption to protect identity theft. Now, that face recognition stuff, that's not for me. So I'm going to take a hard pass on Oobit Pass for that reason alone. That is a hard deal breaker in my opinion and for my personal operations. I always in every instance shut things down when it comes to retinal facial recognition, thumbprint recognition, and I cannot stand that kind of stuff personally. However, besides that, I think the idea is strong. Let me know if you're a little crazy, a little conspiratorial the way I am, or if that's cool with you. Either way, that small point aside, I think the functionality here is pretty cool, and Oobit is one to keep an eye on. Check out this Forbes article. We'll link to it in the description below. That about wraps it up for today, everybody. Do be sure you're following us on all the regular social media channels and keep checking back into altcoinbuzz.io for all the latest. Go ahead, like, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to receive notifications if you've enjoyed today's video. Best of luck if you choose to invest, but have a wonderful, happy Easter Sunday, everybody, if you're celebrating. Have a great weekend either way, and as always, we do hope to see you again soon in our next video. Take care.